The Power of Four is the first book in the Legacy of the Goddess series. It is a tale of fantasy, magic, and adventure, set in ancient Egypt in the mythical village of Natan on the banks of the great sacred river. Chapter 12 The Fiery East. Early next morning, as he came out of his house, he felt hopeful, and he was eager to see the world that awaited him outside the confines of his small village. He tied his bag to his back and started his journey. He traveled by foot eastwards in the direction of the rising sun. By noon he was weary, tired, and had no idea for how long he had been walking. He walked into the village of Say. It was hot. He reached a marketplace. He heard a slight sound behind him. He turned to see a young boy following him. He waited till the boy caught up with him. "Why are you following me?" asked Ezra. The boy had a big smile and a friendly face. "Are you a traveler new to Say? Maybe you would like to come to our shop to eat?" asked the boy, bowing down with a flourish. The boy looked about 13 years old. Ezra nodded. The boy started walking ahead of him. He kept talking and pointing out shops selling trinkets and sweets. He stopped in front of a shop offering food to travelers. An older version of the boy was baking breads on hot stones. There was a huge clay oven next to him. He looked strong, muscular, and was very silent. He let his younger brother do all the talking. "This is my big brother Bodhi, and I am Naved. The bread that we bake here is the best in Say. We steam the dough and then we bake it in our clay tandoor. It is called naan. We eat it with meat and gravy," said the boy. Bodhi served him a generous portion of bread and meat. Ezra ate in silence. He had not eaten in a long time. "Can I stay somewhere for a day?" asked Ezra. Bodhi spoke for the first time. He had a low-pitched voice, unlike his brother, but it sounded like someone who was powerful and used to authority. "We give out rooms for rest to travelers. Naved will show you. There is enough space for you." Naved was delighted to hear Ezra was staying. He took him behind the shop where there was surprisingly enough space for people to rest. Naved helped him with blankets and pillows, and soon Ezra was tucked in. As he slept, he was unaware of the watchful eyes. The two brothers talked amongst themselves in the long passageway leading to his room. They looked fearfully at the room Ezra was sleeping. They left a single lamp burning outside his room. The mist was thick at dawn. Ezra arose and got ready. He had a long day ahead of him. He wore clean clothes and went outside to the eating area. Naved ran to greet him. "Good morning. Please sit. There is hot tea and bread for you." Ezra sipped the tea and dipped his bread in it. It was good. The older brother kept to himself. Naved asked, "Are you going to the temple of Goddess Neith?" Ezra was surprised. "How did you know?" "News travels fast here. We were told a young man would be visiting the temple," said Naved, looking fearfully at his brother. "My brother will take you there. You can buy the lamps there in the temple premises if you wish. They are very famous," said Bodhi. Ezra said nothing. "I would like to be on my way and pay you for the food and lodging," said Ezra. He was about to leave when Naved said, "Shall I show you the way?" Ezra hesitated. Bodhi spoke. "Naved will show you." They went to the beautiful temple of Goddess Neith. Naved told him that the goddess removes all obstacles from the path of the traveler and shows the way. Ezra prayed that the goddess help him in his journey. He offered a sacred woven cloth as offering to the goddess. Then Ezra looked at the lamps sold there in the temple premises. He got worried. He could not find the lamp he was looking for with special markings. Disappointed, they went back to the shop. All is not lost. There is a man who has his shop next door. It opens in the mornings. His lamps are really popular, said Naved. Well, I'm looking for a special lamp, unique to say. Maybe the shop sells lamps used for rituals. The lamps from Say are used in Natan in temples. They burn on herbs and spices. They give a fragrance that attracts deities, which make the rituals very effective. Bodhi stopped working and looked at Ezra. I have one such lamp in the store. Here, I'll show you. He went into a small room beside the kitchen, which stored all his supplies. After much clanging of pots and pans, he came out triumphantly, holding a rather blackened brass lamp. He showed it to Ezra, who was not impressed. See, it even has some herbs left over. So saying, Bodhi lit the wick of the lamp. The room was filled with the sacred smell of frankincense. Ezra was transported to his mother's altar room. It had the same comfortable warm smell. He missed her. He looked at the lamp for markings as spelled out in their book of rituals. It had all of them. Ezra could not believe that Bodhi had the exact lamp he was looking for, except that it was not new and had been used before. These lamps were rare. Very few families owned them. It had a powerful energy around it. Do you know who used it? Someone in your family, perhaps? Asked Ezra. My father, said Bodhi. He used it, and after he died, we kept his ritual implements here, pointing to the little room. Was he a priest? Asked Ezra. Bodhi said nothing. Will you sell me this lamp? I know it is worth a lot of money, but I promise to pay you for any cost that you ask, said Ezra. What is so special about this lamp, and what will you do with it? Asked Bodhi. We have to conduct a ritual in Natan. I have to get a lamp from Say. I'm searching for my father, and this ritual will help us find him. I don't have much time, said Ezra. I'll give you the lamp only on one condition, said Bodhi. That we come with you, he said. Yes, said Naved, beaming from ear to ear. We want to come with you. May I ask who will run your place in your absence? Asked Ezra. I have several cousins who will be happy to run this place for me, said Bodhi. It may not look it, but there is danger where I am going, Ezra warned. We'll take care of you, assured Bodhi. He looked relaxed for the first time Ezra had seen him. I can start a fire with anything. My father taught me. And Naved here can always find food for us to eat, laughed Bodhi. Naved nodded. Yes, I can always get food for us. I'm not sure how, but wherever I go, my nose leads me to food. All right then, I cannot refuse you two gifted brothers, said Ezra, resigned to his fate. There was no point arguing. The two brothers had made up their mind. There was nothing more to say. He took the lamp from Bodhi, wrapped it in cotton cloth, and put it in the leather bag he was carrying. Ezra and the brothers decided to start for the city of Ur in the south that day. It would take them half a day by boat. They wanted to reach there by night. Thank you for listening. This was a chapter from The Legacy of the Goddess, Power of Four. Tune in every Friday for a new chapter. You can also buy the whole book right now. Visit legacyofthegoddess.gumroad.com to buy The Power of Four in both written and audio format, as well as a special discounted bundle